Imagine this. 22 strangers are chasing a ball on a field, and somehow two people sitting thousands of kilometers away end up hating each other because of it. Some people celebrate all night when their team wins. Some break televisions when their team loses. Some friendships end. Some fights start. And in extreme cases, people have even lost their lives over football rivalries. Now here's the strange part. While all of this chaos is happening, there's a guy somewhere who sees the entire world losing its mind over a football match and says, "Cool. Anyway, what's for dinner?" And honestly, that might be the most mysterious person in the room, because when billions of people are emotionally invested in the same event, not caring at all is surprisingly unusual. So what goes on inside the minds of people who don't care about the World Cup? Are they less emotional, more logical, antisocial? Or have they simply figured out something the rest of us haven't? Let's find out. To understand people who don't care about the World Cup, we first need to understand why so many people do. Humans are tribal creatures. For most of human history, belonging to a group meant survival. You protected your tribe. Your tribe protected you. Today, football activates the same ancient psychological system. When someone says, "We won," it's interesting because they didn't actually play. Nobody passed them the ball. Nobody asked them to take the penalty. Yet psychologically, their brain feels connected to the team. The victory becomes personal. The defeat becomes personal. That's why football can create incredible joy, but also intense anger. For some people, a match isn't just a match. It's identity. And when identity feels threatened, emotions can explode. This is one reason fans sometimes fight after games. To outsiders, it seems irrational, but psychologically, the brain often treats attacks on the group as attacks on the self. People who don't care about the World Cup usually don't build their identity around sports teams. Their sense of self may come from their work, creativity, family, business, or personal goals. As a result, the emotional roller coaster never starts. Football is basically a giant dopamine machine. The uncertainty, the suspense, the last-minute goals, the unexpected victories, our brains love that. But here's something important. Not everyone gets dopamine from the same source. Some people get excitement from solving problems. Some from building businesses, some from learning new skills, and some from arguing with strangers on the internet, which, scientifically speaking, is probably the weirdest hobby of all. For these people, watching 90 minutes of football may feel less exciting than reading a book or working on a project. It's not that they're boring, they're simply entertained by different things. Here's where things become really interesting. Many people watch the World Cup because they love football, but many others watch because everyone else is watching. Psychologists call this social conformity. Humans naturally follow the crowd. When your friends, family, co-workers, and social media feeds are all talking about one thing, it's difficult not to join in. People who don't care about the World Cup often show a stronger tendency toward independent thinking. They're less influenced by what everyone else finds exciting. When the entire office is discussing last night's match, they're the person asking, "Did anyone watch that new documentary?" And suddenly, the room goes silent. Not because they're wrong, but because they've accidentally left the tribe. So, what does it really mean when someone doesn't care about the World Cup? Probably less than people think. It doesn't mean they're smarter. It doesn't mean they're less emotional, and it definitely doesn't mean something is wrong with them. It simply means they've chosen different sources of meaning, excitement, and identity. Some people feel alive when their team scores in the final minute. Others feel alive creating, learning, building, traveling, or chasing their own goals. Human psychology is fascinating because we're all wired differently, and maybe that's the real mystery. Not why billions of people love the World Cup, but why some people can watch the entire planet celebrate, argue, cry, scream, and lose sleep over a football match, and still say, "Yeah, But did you finish that project? If this made you think different, hit subscribe. We go deeper every day. Don't forget to like the video. It helps more people find messages like this. And if you want to connect with people who think like you, join our Discord community. The link's in the description. Reverse Hub isn't just a channel. It's a mindset.